In the last series, we completed an arc about identity, how it forms, how it fractures, and eventually integrates. That final episode was about integration, what it feels like when the self is no longer split and identity begins to feel like home. But integration is a state, not a guarantee. It doesn't mean that old habits disappear overnight. It doesn't mean survival patterns never resurface. This new series is about something different. It's about applied identity, what it looks like to live from integration, when the mind still negotiates, when the body still braces, and when old reflexes quietly try to still take over. So this arc isn't about understanding identity anymore. It's about practicing it. Today we're starting with the internal shift that makes all application possible, living without self-negotiation. Self-negotiation is subtle. It's not lying, it's not pretending. It's the quiet habit of managing yourself internally before you act. You feel it when you rehearse what you're about to say before speaking. You check whether your reaction is too much. You soften a truth before it leaves your body. You delay a decision until you feel more acceptable inside yourself. Most people don't even realize they're doing it because at one point self-negotiation kept you safe. It helped you belong, it helped you survive, it helped you to move through spaces without friction. But when identity integrates, something changes. You begin to notice the internal cost, the mental effort, the constant self-monitoring, the low-grade tension of always adjusting who you are before you show up. This is the first sign that you're no longer reacting to the present. You're managing yourself based on your past. And when you begin to notice that internal management, you also begin to feel the difference between negotiating yourself and inhabiting yourself. Integration does not announce itself. It doesn't feel like confidence surging through the body. It doesn't feel like certainty or boldness. It feels like less internal noise. When you're integrated, you don't gear up internally before speaking. You don't brace yourself to exist. You don't split between what you feel and what you allow. Decisions feel quieter. Pauses feel less anxious. Silence no longer feels like disappearance. You're still discerning, you're still thoughtful, but you're not negotiating your right to be present. And this is one of the most misunderstood parts of integration. People expect it to feel empowering. Oftentimes it just feels settled. You're no longer asking, is this okay for me to say? Before you ask, is this true? And that shift changes everything. Because living without self-negotiation doesn't begin with action. It begins with self-awareness. This episode isn't asking you to change how you behave. It's asking you to notice something specific. It's asking you to notice when you abandon yourself internally. To notice when you edit yourself before the world ever responds. To notice when old survival reflex steps in automatically. And also notice moments when you don't do that. When you speak without rehearsing. Moments when your presence feels uncomplicated. That contrast is the practice. You don't stop negotiating yourself by force. You stop by seeing when it happens and when it doesn't. Awareness is not passive. It's the beginning of living from integration. This episode was about recognizing the internal habits that survive long after identity has integrated. In the next episode, we'll take this awareness into relationships. What happens when you stop negotiating yourself with the people closest to you, and how integration reshapes connections, boundaries, and intimacy. This is where identity stops being an idea and starts shaping a life. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post the next video. Sur ce, on se dit à la prochaine. See you soon.